hell is even that?
Welcome back to part 2 of our series on brainwashing. As we learned last week, there's sadly no shortage of propaganda from the woke left these days. But perhaps none are as divisive as this man, who openly tells us why biological men should be hated by society.
I hate you.
As always, stick around to the end for the recap, this week's woke news, and much, much more.
This is the reason why I hate biological men, and you should too.
Who is this guy?
If you don't know who I am, my name is Blossom. I use they, them pronouns.
No shit.
And it's not because I hate men. That's not what we're talking about right now.
Sure, Jan.
There's no such thing as biological men. That's not a real thing.
It's a total fabrication.
That is a transphobic dog whistle. What it's doing is it's trying to justify transphobia using science.
Yes, science!
When, first of all, man is a term associated with gender and not with sex.
Bullshit.
But even if we were talking about males, sex is also a spectrum.
That's right. All the colors of the rainbow.
So if you ever hear somebody say biological men or biological males or any language like that, call them out, run away, educate them, do something. It's not it.
A disagreement isn't a phobia, and pushing people away from a scientifically accurate term like biological men is just brainwashing at its finest. Although if we're talking about human biology, no one's as brainwashed as this mother and son duo.
We went from mother
and son
to father
and daughter.
That's right, this father and daughter used to be mother and son. 15-year-old Corey Mason, who loves mascara and lip gloss, was actually born a boy.
I always wanted to be a girl. I would always, go like this, like this. I was always girly.
Corey started taking puberty blockers at age 11 to stop facial hair growth and deepening of the voice.
just seeing her courage and her bravery in the face of so much adversity. I think that's ultimately what gave me the courage to come out myself.
Right to jail, right away.
Now say whatever you want, but puberty blockers at 11 years old will always be child abuse in my book. That father should be serving a lengthy prison sentence. And next up isn't quite child abuse, but shows you exactly what kind of environment and education our children are growing up in.
Classroom tour, part 2. Yay! Actually changed some things up since the last tour, so this will be great. Social justice word walls over here now. This is our classroom stage where students can hop on and present or lead. Current teaching point. This is our guided reading / book club section. Since it's Black History Month, we focused our book section here on Black authors and Black people in history and Black characters.
Now somehow it's always the blue-haired folks whose entire identity revolves around social justice that are somehow tasked with the job of educating our children. And without a proper education, you might struggle to answer basic science questions like, what is a woman?
Feminist, and I don't hate men.
Okay, so you are a self-described feminist. What is a woman?
Why do you want to know?
I'm infinitely curious.
What's a man?
You're looking at one.
Why do you think that that's important to you, what a man and a woman is?
So
Do you treat men and women differently?
Can you tell me what a woman is since you're a feminist?
You're saying these things because you're trying to get a gotcha.
You're a feminist. Shouldn't you be able to tell me what a woman is?
I'm a feminist.
Isn't that probably important to feminism? What is the woman that you're trying to advance and protect?
Bruh.
Isn't that integral to, is that the whole feminist project? The war
Asking
against...
what a woman is the only way that you can get a gotcha over everybody else. Why is it so important to you to define things in certain categories? How does that help your day-to-day life? Like
what other categories in the human species are there besides male and female?
Well, I just think that categorization is usually unhelpful when we're trying to improve society, right?
I have XY chromosomes.
Okay.
Can I give birth?
No, you can't.
Bingo. That's why categorization matters.
Now let me know what you all think in the comments, but that was over 2 whole minutes of needless dialogue for a simple question that would get you a 2-second answer 10 years ago. And even bathrooms in Canada can't seem to differentiate between men and women either. Take a look.
Eric Hildebrand of the Western Standard. I'm the Ottawa International Airport. And I came to take a leak before my flight. And, well, I just found some that we've reported on, but I just never really believed it was too stupid to really be real. This is, well, you're seeing backwards on my camera here, but that is napkin serviette. I think that's a maxi pad, more or less, and a tampon. I assure you, I am not in the ladies' room. I'm in a federally regulated men's room. So, I don't mean to take federal resources from taxpayers here, but I'm gonna get a... Oh no, there's no more taxi pads for my... Let me try tampon. Okay, there's no more out, unfortunately. But I do have a tampon here. The machine appears to be out of maxi pads and tampons for men. But here we go. This is from me in the men's room at a federally regulated bathroom in the People's Republic of Canada. God bless you, people.
Now let me know what you all think in the comments, but this really just seems like a ridiculous waste of taxpayer money, all in an effort to try and seem inclusive. It's all a show to try and make you believe things like this are normal. But moving right along, let's take a look at what happens when you brainwash an entire generation to scream as a debate tactic. Take a watch.
This is the neighborhood, and you are not welcome.
That's why I need to be here. You need Jesus, ma'am. He can save you. He can give you a new heart. God can give you a new heart so that you love what God loves. No, that's irrational.
Seems nice.
Now that woman definitely needs an exorcism, and I apologise for not including an audio warning because my ears are still ringing from all that screeching and howling. But that brings us to our penultimate clip of the day. You can expect a lot more howling from our next brainwashed victim. Here's another wacko who identifies as a wolf and spends her days living in nature. Now it goes without saying she wouldn't survive one night in the forest with some actual wolves, but let this be a warning of what happens when you grow up with all the wrong values and parenting. And sticking on the subject of our furry friends, see how this dog mother tries to brainwash or rather abuse her unfortunate pet.
And she seemed to perk up, be a lot happier.
Does she like it straight away? Like you put that food down, she doesn't turn her nose up?
She likes more of the wet food type thing. It's more palatable as she's drinking loads of water. But no, really took to it.
2 bowls here, right?
Oh, no.
One is full of vegetables and one is full of meat.
Oh, amen.
Storm,
Right.
Storm, we hate to put the temptation in front of you, but it's over to you.
Storm?
Right?
Oh, I'm
let her go.
really
Let her go.
Oh, she's obviously going to go. Obviously. Oh, you little...
Yes.
I didn't swear.
And there is natural selection.
Oh, she's checking it out. William said...
And with such cruelty and lack of common sense, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if this woman came back on the show and told us all she wanted to change the dog's gender. But such is the case with the folks we've seen today. A lot of them are incapable of challenging their own beliefs and doing any thinking of their own. But before we recap today's clips, let's take a look at one more way in which the younger generation is being force-fed mindless propaganda. So the State University of New York Education Board recently passed a resolution that requires all college students to take diversity and inclusion courses in order to graduate. That means taking one or several classes instead of the core curriculum in order to fulfill the social justice credit. And this applies to all college students, even if they're in their penultimate or final year of graduating. We've seen plenty of examples of social justice and woke ideology being pushed onto the younger generation. Last year, the University of Florida reportedly spent $28 million just to incorporate diversity and inclusion and critical race theory curriculum. And this level of indoctrination has definitely had visible effects on our society already. We've only seen a few examples of brainwashed individuals today, but believe me, there's enough of that content to make 100 videos if you wanted. At the end of the day, it's sad to see how quickly our world's turned into a laughingstock. And as I always say, nothing changes unless people actually stick up for what they believe in and call out indoctrination for what it is. So remember to let me know all your thoughts in the comments below, like and share this video, and I'll see you all in the next episode.